What's going on, guys? JSGC here, back again with another Manchester City live stream, where today we're going to be doing the live stream watch-along of Man City's game away from home against Manchester United in the Premier League. That's right, it is Derby Day in Manchester today. Big game at Old Trafford. United looking for bragging rights, City looking for bragging rights, and City also looking for a very big 3 points on the road so we can get Arsenal under a little bit of pressure ahead of their potential banana skin of an away game against Nottingham Forest later on today. So we do have the chance here to close the gap from 6 points at the top of the Premier League down to 3, have a superior goal difference on Arsenal and put them under a little bit of pressure. And you feel like if Man City can apply and get Arsenal under that pressure, and they can keep that pressure always constant on them, and you know it's never going to be more than 6 points, then that could be a big positive for Manchester City. So hopefully we can pick up a win, get things sorted and move on to the next game. Of course, Champions League action midweek. We've got Wolves coming up at home in the Premier League next weekend as well. So it's important here, with games coming in thick and fast, that Manchester City just treat this game really like any other game, and they try and keep a clean sheet, defend properly, defend the set pieces properly, create them opportunities, dominate their midfield battles, challenging for these loose second balls, making sure that we're not being bullied physically both at the back and through midfield, and of course being clinical and making sure that we're putting the ball into the back of the net. And I'm confident that if City can do exactly what we did on Tuesday evening in our impressive 2-0 victory away from home against Newcastle United in the Carabao Cup, and we can replicate that performance here this afternoon in this game, I'm confident that City will be too strong for Manchester United, and we can win this game. Of course, it does offer some complications that Ruben Amorim has left his role as Manchester United manager, and they've now got Michael Carrick in charge until the end of the season, and this is his first game in charge for Manchester United, so we're not 100% on what to expect from United and what they're going to be looking for, but I'm sure Michael Carrick will want to get his start of his career at Manchester United as a manager underway with a win, and he'll be thinking there's no better way than to win the Manchester derby and get the United fans on side and try and have a good push into the second half of the season. But from the City point of view, that's exactly what we don't want to do. We want to pick up the 3 points, get United back into the mud again, Michael Carrick under pressure immediately from him taking over, and we can get Arsenal under pressure at the top of the Premier League as well. So an interesting game. I'm not too sure which way it's going to go. It always offers complications during Derby Day, because when it comes to a derby, it's like all the other derbies around the world, anything can happen. Players will be up for it. I'm sure it'll be a lively affair, and I'm hoping that we're going to have goals and we're going to see a Manchester City win today, and we can move forward and go from there. So they're my thoughts, guys. Do let me know your thoughts in the live chat. What are you thinking for today's game between United and City? What are your score predictions? Do let me know where you're tuning in from as well. A big welcome to everybody tuning in. Stacey, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Purple Dot, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. I'm echoing them thoughts. Can't afford to get too far behind Arsenal. Got to win this game. Michael, thank you for tuning in. Shout out to you. Paul, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Gethin, thank you for tuning in. I like that. Pep and Bernardo need to get married. He's club captain, and Pep Guardiola seems to like Bernardo Silva, so he tends to start more than he doesn't start. But yeah, here we are. MCFC, the Mad Hatter, thanks for tuning in as well, says Rag's going to cook on the counter-attack with Lewis and Ake playing with an exposed back high line. Not good for Man City. Could be a potential leeway into the game for Manchester United. Got some pace there with likes of Mbuemo and Ahmad as well starting for today's game. So yeah, we'll see. Dalton, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Nice and positive, going for a 3-0 win for City today. Corey also going with a 3-0 City win. I like that. Nice and positive. 4-0 Paul for his prediction. I like that. John going with a whopping 7-0 victory today for Man City. Welcome, John. Thanks for tuning in. And Adrian, thanks for tuning in. We'll speak more about Matheus Nunes. Yeah, he's got flu, so he's missing. And Rico Lewis comes into the starting 11 for Man City as well. Adrian says the City's still going to play with a back high line because starting Rico Lewis and Nathan Ake will make our defence more lethargic. And I have a theory about what City are going to do with their defence today, but I'll speak about that when I speak about the teams in just one moment. Also, don't forget, guys, leave a thumbs up. We're aiming for 100 likes. Any help towards that would be great. We're more than a fifth of our way there. We're now on 21 likes. It means we've got 79 likes to go. So any help towards 100 likes would be much appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. It is free to subscribe, and social media links you can find in the description and on the yellow banner too if you want to go and follow me on my X, Instagram and TikTok. So we'll have a look then at the teams for today's game. We'll start off first with our opponents, Man United, because Man United have made some interesting calls for this game between United and City as well. So we'll start off by having a look at the United team. They're lining up with what I think is going to be a 4-2-3-1 formation. They're going with Lamens in goal. Back four made up of Dalot, Maguire, Martinez and Shaw. They're going with Casemiro and Mainoo as their midfield two. Bruno Fernandes further ahead of them. Ahmad starts on one side. It looks like it's going to be Doku starting on the other. And it is Mbuemo starting as their striker. On the bench for Man United today, you've got Bryan Mbuemo, who I was expecting to see starting goal for United today. They haven't. They've gone with Lamens instead. That's interesting. Also on the bench, you got Mason Mount, Matheus Cunha. Cunha could have started this game. He doesn't. He's on the bench and an option for United. Maybe going into the latter parts of today's game. Malacia, Yoro, he could have started. Ugarte, he could have started. Haven, Jack Fletcher, son of Darren Fletcher, of course, who's got some influence at Manchester United. I think I'm right with Jack Fletcher's the son of Darren Fletcher. And you've also got Benjamin Sesko. Interesting. I think he scored... is it 3 goals in the last 2 games for Manchester United? Yeah, he doesn't start today's game. It's Mbuemo that's leading the line. I don't know if that's just a make way for Ahmad and Doku to be starting. I'm not sure. I were expecting to see Sesko starting. He doesn't start. And I do know that through, is it Simon Lockhurst? Man United's team had been leaked for today's game. So they've got a leaker in their team who's leaked the spreadsheet, linked the team news to the press. And the press have put out that team news. So very interesting. It'll be interesting to see if City maybe have tinkered with their team ahead of seeing the potential leak. I don't know. Anyway, at Manchester United. I don't know, my OBS just said it had disconnected. I apologise if nobody could hear or see me then. I don't know. I'm not sure. I was too busy looking at the team news, so apologies if it went off then. But yeah, Manchester United led by manager Michael Carrick, former Middlesbrough manager, didn't manage to get them promoted to the Premier League from the Championship. Ended up being, after looking like a pretty good manager and looked pretty successful, season upon season got worse and worse and ended up being not a very good manager. And I don't know how. I presume his close ties with United has seen him take temporary charge, but I imagine United will be looking for a more permanent manager in the summer, and I did find it very interesting upon the Mark Gahey transfer that was obviously filtering through yesterday, that Crystal Palace manager Oliver Glasner has come out and said that he's not going to be renewing his contract at the end of the season, and he's been a brilliant manager for Crystal Palace, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Glasner taking charge of Manchester United come next season. In the meantime, United have got to prepare under life with Michael Carrick and preparing for today's game between Manchester United and Manchester City. So, Saro, thanks for tuning in, going with a 2-1 United win. That won't go down very well here. Geffen says, what's up with the timer? Which timer are you on about, my friend? I've not got any timer that's rolling at the minute. We will have the clock rolling, but that's upon kickoff. Kickoff's not for another 14 minutes. So, yeah, There we go. For Manchester City then, lining up today with a 4-1-4-1 formation. It's Gianluigi Donnarumma starting in goal. We'll have a look at this back four because Rico Lewis starts ahead of Matheus Nunes. Confirmed by Pep Guardiola that he's got flu. There were some rumours going round about Matheus Nunes and something going on. I'm not fully aware of all of these rumours. I think they are just that though, rumours. Hopefully a speedy recovery to Matheus Nunes and he won't be suffering from flu for too long. I imagine, if he's just getting over flu, the plan won't be to fly him out to the Arctic Circle to play against Bodo Glimt. So I imagine Matheus Nunes will miss that game against Bodo Glimt as well. And Matheus Nunes will be good to go hopefully for next weekend's game against Wolverhampton Wanderers. There were some rumours going around saying, it's something had gone on or something, and Man City be supporting Matheus Nunes, but I don't know what's gone on. I don't know what's happened there. But Pep Guardiola has said that he's got flu. So if Pep Guardiola said that he's got flu, then I'm going to take Pep Guardiola's word and say that Matheus Nunes currently ill. He's got flu. He's getting over that, and hopefully he'll be back in the next 7 days, which would be good. So Rico Lewis starts. I imagine he's going to invert into midfield. You would think so anyway. And my theory is, and I think Man City could be exploring this more and more, in particular with Mark Guéhi signing. I like the look of a back three. Khusanov on one side, Ake on the other. Elaine goes through the middle. And when we get Guéhi, he'll be going on the left-hand side like he did with Crystal Palace. And it's going to allow our right back, either Matheus Nunes or Rico Lewis, to be able to support midfield more and get forward, and should help with having extra numbers to deal with the physicality, extra bits of creativity. And I like the sound of it. I do. I really do like the sound of that. So that is something that City could explore in this game. But how Man City play when they've got the ball and when they've not got the ball are two very different matters. It could be a fact of a back two or a back three when we've got hold of the ball, but when we've not got the ball, it more drops into a back four. So we'll see. So Khusanov starting today, Elaine starting today. Fantastic to see more minutes for him. And Nathan Ake starting once more on the left-hand side. It does mean that Rayan Ait-Nouri, nice and fresh from obviously coming back from the African Cup of Nations and only doing a few minutes for Man City in our last game against Newcastle, that he's had near enough a week's rest that he potentially could be starting for Man City in our game against Bodo Glimt or against Wolves next weekend. Same with Nico O'Reilly once more rested and Ake given the opportunity. Instead, into midfield, you've got Rodri, Bernardo Silva and Phil Foden, a normal midfield three there for Man City. Do notice the absence on the bench of Nico Gonzalez once more. That massive knock that Pep Guardiola described it as on Tuesday evening before City's game against Newcastle. Still seems to be suffering from that massive knock. So he misses out for today's game. Antoine Semenyo once more given more minutes. Looks like he's going to be starting on the right wing. Jeremy Doku on the left wing. Lots of precision, lots of pace, lots of problems for Man United's defence to think about. And of course, the obvious danger of Erling Haaland up top. Give him space and give him time and he will score goals. And United have got to try and find a way of keeping the likes of Foden, Haaland, Doku, Rodri, Bernardo, Semenyo quiet. They've got to keep all them players quiet, because if they don't, Man City are more than capable of having a field day. And it's the same with City as well. Got to try and cut off the supply to make sure that the likes of Ahmad's pace doesn't cause us problems, cut his supply off if they're going to attack down the left-hand side. I imagine there'll be a little double team going on of Bruno Fernandes and Doku and making sure that we're dealing with them problems, that we're not getting overstretched in midfield. Obviously, they've got the runners, the likes of Kobbie Mainoo, so we need to be matching them, the energy of the runners. Casemiro, I'm sure, will be going in with the challenges as well. Same with Martinez starting at the back for United today. Harry Maguire, not a surprise to see him starting. Obviously, what Martinez lacks in height and physicality is made up for in Harry Maguire. Obviously, Maguire's going to make United a big danger on set pieces, because he's very good aerially, very good at winning them headers, both defensively and from an offensive point of view as well. Dalot, busy afternoon for him going up against Jeremy Doku, and if Ahmad wants to get forward, he can't afford for Jeremy Doku to be going one-on-one with Diogo Dalot, so interesting to see if Ahmad's going to track back. So, bit of a risk there taken from United. Might pay off for them. It might not. We'll see. And equally, on the City right-hand side, Semenyo one-on-one battles with Luke Shaw. He's going to have the support of Mainoo and Martinez when United are defending as well. Some interesting battles there. And, of course, having a few players making their Manchester derby debut, in particular for City. Gianluigi Donnarumma. His first appearance for Man City at Old Trafford for the Manchester derby. It's the first derby appearance for Max Allain. It's the first Manchester derby appearance for Antoine Semenyo. So, interesting. I'm not sure if it's Abdukodir Khusanov's first one or not. I can't remember. But interesting nonetheless. Love to know your thoughts of that one, guys. Oh, the clock's running. Sorry. My camera covers the timer. Sorry, guys. I'll pull that off. Much appreciated. Thanks for letting me know. There you go. Sorted. Much appreciated. Yeah, I never noticed it. My camera sits right on top of where that score section is. Literally, so you can't, obviously you guys can't see it. But yeah, my camera, where I'm speaking to you guys, I have a screen right behind the camera. Obviously with the YouTube stream right behind it, and in the box of the YouTube screen, it's to make sure my camera's central. And I like my screen to be central because I like staring ahead. I don't want my screen to be here because otherwise you're going to see the side of my face. So rather it be nice and central, and because of that it means my camera's currently blocking. So sometimes you might see me peering over or doing this, and that's me checking the blind spots that I can't see, like the timer that slipped by. So apologies for that one, guys. It's gone off now and it'll be back on when we start the stream for the live watch along in 8 minutes time. Welcome Jay Lovebug, thanks for tuning in, much appreciated. Mudgy, thanks for tuning in, do hope you are well as well. John, thanks for tuning in, greetings from the land of smile, I like that. Janae says he'd have started Cherki. Cherki's an interesting shout. There's a few players on the bench that could get minutes today, and there's players that I had in my prediction. So, Trafford on the bench, Reijnders on the bench, Cherki on the bench, Bettinelli on the bench, Ait-Nouri on the bench, O'Reilly, McAdoo, Makasa, and Mfunny. I had Tijjani Reijnders starting today. I thought City had wanted some more legs in there, but they've not done that. I thought Man City might have potentially gone with fresh legs on the left-hand side and gone with someone like Rayan Ait-Nouri or Nico O'Reilly. That surprises me. I thought there might potentially have been a rest today for Antoine Semenyo and moved in Rayan Cherki, but it makes sense for Man City not to do so because Semenyo, he can't feature for Man City in the Champions League, so he's going to get his rest on Tuesday evening because he can't be registered until the latter stages from February onwards, so that makes sense from in my opinion. So if Cherki was going to start it, it would have been in place of either Phil Foden or Bernardo Silva. I always fancied that Phil Foden would be starting a Manchester derby, so it's just going to be a case of Bernardo Silva, if he's going to miss out, who's going to come in. And it could have been Cherki, it could have been Tijjani Reijnders. Surprised to see both of them players on the bench today. Here we are. And the only other big call, really, that City have made is Matheus Nunes, obviously with the flu, so we've got Rico Lewis starting instead. So yeah, there we go. Dave reckons City not going to play the best performance today, but reckons City are going to get the job done and going with a 3-1 win for City. Seamus sorted the clock. Thank you very much for letting me know. Much appreciated. Julia, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Says, I think the Semenyo song's in the tune of Goal by Spando Ballet. Come on, City, show what you can do. Yeah, the chant for Antoine Semenyo. Is it the Gold by Spando Ballet? Let's see. I don't want to get a copyright hit through playing it out loud. I'll play the chant. So sure somebody's put it on. There you go. You're indestructible. There you go. There's the chant. Hope the microphone picked that up then. There we go. Islam reckons thinks we're winning easily. I hope you're right. I do hope you are right. Jean says that Khusanov played in the 3-0 win. So there we go. Not his first derby. Is it his first away match against United? Can't remember if he played in the 0-0 draw last season or not. But yeah, we'll see. Lil, thanks for tuning in. A 5:30 start for him. That's very early. Extreme dedication. J Love Bug, a 7:30 AM start. Still a lot of dedication there as well. Early. Rightio, guys. Please do leave a thumbs up then on today's stream. We're 15 likes away from 50. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to let me know your thoughts in the chat, including what your score predictions are for today's game, and also what... Sorry, just watching the screen, watching the players work their way into the tunnel and ready to come out. Yeah, let me know your thoughts in the chat. That would be much appreciated. Where you're tuning in from today and what your score predictions are for today's match. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. It is free to subscribe, and do go and check out my social media links. They are in the description if you want to go check them out. That would be much appreciated. I think we'll put a quick poll on who wins today. Who wins today? Get your vote in on the poll. We'll leave that live for the next couple of minutes as the players make their way out onto the pitch. United have got some tifo going at Old Trafford. Oh, there we go. Geffen tuning in from from Wales, going for a 4-1 City win. Going for, is that Semenyo brace and a Haaland brace? I like it. I can see Semenyo making something happen. I think my score prediction, 2-0. Sticking with 2-0. Haaland and Semenyo going with the same scorers, just not a brace for each. Going with 1 goal each. Players then going to be shaking hands. I can't work out, right, if United are under a lot of pressure today, or if they've got no pressure on them. Michael Carrick's first game, and he'll want to get to winning underway with a win, and they're at home at Old Trafford, and United will expect, their fans will expect the team to turn up, put in a performance, and get a result or get a win. That will be their expectation, and falling below that, they won't be happy. So I feel like with a derby game, you're always under pressure. However, I do feel like the expectations at United will be very low, going with a temporary manager till the end of the season, not doing very well in the league. Yeah. Bizarre. Julia going 3-0 City win. Con4 welcome, going for a 2-0 Man City win. Seamus says VAR will help. I hope not. I do hope not. Jean tuning in from Thailand today, going with a 2-1 win for Manchester City. And we've got Reform. Thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Tuning in from Northern Ireland and going with a 2-1 Manchester City win. Lots of positivity on the poll as well. 83% of you guys thinking it's going to be a Man City win, 8% with a United win, and 8% with a draw. John reckons Carrick beats us. It could be a permanent contract. It might. I mean, if Carrick does well from now to the end of the season, he might get a permanent contract. It's just, I think United will be going after either someone with more experience or someone who's got a good proven track record. I wouldn't be surprised with Oliver Glasner coming out yesterday, Crystal Palace manager, saying that he's leaving at the end of the season when his contract expires. That I could see United probably being all over that one. So we'll see. Lots of positivity. I love this. Andrew going 5-0. You're not the first person today that I've spoke to that's gone for a 5-0 score prediction, and he's going with a Haaland hat-trick. And that would be something to behold, really, wouldn't it? What we do need to do, though, today, more so than anything else, is win 3 Premier League games in a row that we've not won in. Drawn all 3. We are unbeaten in our last 13 games in all competitions. But we need to get back to winning ways in the Premier League. We need the gap today to go from 6 points to 3 points and get Arsenal under pressure ahead of their game against Nottingham Forest away. That game kicking off in around 5 hours' time. Jean away until February 3rd. Enjoy your time away then. Hope you have a nice time. And much appreciated that you're tuning in whilst you're on your travelled, much appreciated. Jay Lovebug going with a 2-1 City win. Mine's mine's cautious as well, 2-0 Man City win today. Goals for Erling Haaland and Antoine Semenyo as my predictions. Right. It looks like Anthony Taylor's going to be referee for today's game. Man City ready to get us underway, playing in their sky blue shirts, white shorts, sky blue socks, attacking from right to left as we do get kickoff for today's game. Manchester United playing in their red shirts, white shorts and black socks, attacking from left to right. Alright, here we'll end the poll there upon kickoff as Rodri works it to Max Alane, gives the ball to Nathan Ake. City currently got everybody inside the United half, and United just trying to hold their shape for City back. Alane makes his pass to Bernardo Silva. It's a good kickoff time that then, isn't it, John? 7:30. Decent kickoff time. Julie, I'm sure Alex Ferguson will be having an input at United. I wonder if that causes more problems because, you know, Man United have had a lot of managers as Doku just commits a foul. United have had a lot of managers and they can't all get it wrong and all be bad. You know, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, Ruben Amorim, Erik ten Hag, all very promising managers who've come in with high expectations, who want to do things their way, and it just doesn't work. And it's almost becoming like a manager's graveyard at Manchester United. So I don't know if it's not so much the manager's fault, but more management at Manchester United that causes their problems, as Khusanov manages to fend off Mbuemo very well there, and that will be a goal kick for Manchester City. I'd hope for a Rodri rocket as well. I do hope for a Rodri rocket. That'd be brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And Jean, yeah, with the kickoff times, it would be early hours. We play at 5:45 p.m. GMT, so in around 5 hours' time. So it'll be a late one Tuesday evening as pass from Max Alane. I mean, I didn't think there was too much wrong with the pass. It was poor control from Nathan Ake. He gets there, he gets his foot on it and can't control it. So a cheap throw-in given away there by Manchester City. So we'll see. Anyway, back on with the game here. Here's Martinez, works the ball to the left for Luke Shaw. Under pressure from Semenyo, goes with a long ball, picks out Bruno Fernandes, gets that under control. He's got the overlap coming in here. And Doku will play a ball across, and well defended out there by Abdukodir Khusanov, and he'll put that over the top of the crossbar and out for an early corner for Manchester United, and some defending for City to do. Rightio, guys, some rules for today's stream. Make sure we're not spoiling it for others. That'd be much appreciated. And speaking of spoiling, you guys probably are going to be a little ahead of me. That's why I got the clock rolling, so you know where I'm up to. I'm watching on Now TV. It does mean that they're about 20-30 seconds behind real time, so I'd appreciate nobody spoiling it for me, so I can give an authentic reaction for you guys to enjoy. And it also doesn't spoil it for others, as United win the header and into the crossbar. An early opportunity for Manchester United was that Harry Maguire that we spoke about in the preview, about the dangers of set play, and Harry Maguire peels away from his man. He should score. In terms of opportunities for Harry Maguire, a good clean header. He's out-jumps Erling Haaland. He's stronger than Haaland. He should score. So, there we go. Tito, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. We have been under pressure. They've given away set pieces. And it all stemmed from, you know, a pass from Alane to Nathan Ake that he couldn't control properly. Putting ourselves under pressure. You've got to, you know, isolate it. Right, we're just 7 likes away from 50. Any help towards that would be great, guys. Do subscribe as well if you're new around here. So another poor pass from Alane there to Ake. Under pressure, the young lad. He looked very calm and composed for City so far, but United targeting him and putting him under pressure. He'll be keen to make an impression, and his couple of loose passes have given City the ball away. It's just not so much it's led to any opportunities from them poor passes directly, but it's just, you know, City have possession and giving possession away. Not what we want to do. Through 4.5 minutes, United with the early opportunity. Harry Maguire, thunderous header into the crossbar. should have scored for me. Remains 0-0. Another early pass coming in for United, which Ake will pick off, and he'll play his pass into Jeremy Doku under pressure from Ahmad. Referee giving a free kick for that. Ahmad not happy. I mean, Doku just had a free kick given against him for something similar, so I can see why a free kick was given there. Just judged to be shoving in the back. You'd claim shoulder to shoulder, but it's not really shoulder to shoulder, as this is going to be given away from City here. And Donnarumma manages to get out and intercept well. Here's Mainoo. Foden does well. City haven't settled themselves in. They get themselves a free kick here, City. Although referees wave play on. Yes, they're under pressure early on. Here's Rico Lewis to Semenyo. First chance for him to try and make something happen up against Luke Shaw. Skips into the penalty area. Covering man there. And United get that one clear and out into the stands for a throw into Manchester City. So good, bright, positive offensive play there from City. Defensively looking very shaky. And missing a bit of Matheus Nunes' pace at the back. United nearly exposed. Again, just a wayward pass there from Ake, and Doku can't get it under control. It's a very shaky start, this, from City. Very shaky start. They need to just settle themselves down. There's Max Lane under pressure, nearly didn't find his pass, but Donnarumma read that one well and got enough on that to get it clear. Pass then from Dalot finds Luke Shaw. He finds his pass to Doku. Here is Casemiro now. Good pivoted pass to find Bruno Fernandes, and United now can come forward. Dalot, he's got the support of Mbuemo. Goes for the wrong pass. Gets squared across, and City should get that one clear. Only as far as a shot from Kobbie Mainoo, and a tame effort and straight into the hands of Gianluigi Donnarumma. There we go. City just look surprised by United coming out, attacking and trying to make things happen. Obviously, United pushing to try and get the early goal, and City under pressure. Bernardo Silva is going to give that ball away, and United do well to keep hold of the ball, although linesman's judged that to have gone out of play for a throw-in for Man City, so we'll take that. Throw-in then for Rico Lewis. Here's Rodri. Finds a pass to Bernardo Silva. He works his pass back. Referee says he's playing an advantage, but it's a ball that's passed back that City are under pressure from. Where's the advantage there? There is no advantage there. And United ultimately nearly create an opportunity from that. That's bad refereeing. Anyway, here's Rodri coming forward for Man City. You sense there's going to be a real big opportunity very soon, and it looks like it's going to fall United's way. City just look very shaky. Here's Rodri. Pings his pass over to Antoine Semenyo. Good touch from Semenyo. Finds Rico Lewis. He can't find his pass. Cut off by United only as far as Khusanov. Here is Rodri. Gives the ball to Foden. Back to Rodri. Here's Ake now. Gives the ball to Doku. Up against Ahmad, takes him for pace, gets to the byline, tries to get his ball across, and he'll get Manchester City a corner. United just caused a lot of problems from their corner. What can City do with theirs? Seamus. I'm not. To be honest, I've not seen too much of Lamans, to be honest. I can give you a better answer during this game. Is he from Belgium? I seem to remember him bringing him in the summer as, oh my word, that might be the worst corner that I've ever seen from Jeremy Doku. He's gone to cross the ball and he's literally just, the ball never got any height. It literally just p-rolled along the ground to the first man. That might well be, someone tell me if they've ever seen a worse corner than that. That might well be the worst corner. Not only does it not beat the first man, he p-rolls it on the ground like he passed it to them. I am shell-shocked from how bad that corner was. What is wrong with Manchester City in these first 10 minutes? They're lucky they're not 1-0 behind. They are. Here's Bernardo Silva. United appeal for handball. Referee says no. Doku takes a heavy touch. He's fouled by Dalot, and Doku's hurt. Could be an early yellow card here for Dalot. Yellow card it is for Diogo Dalot. Early yellow card just 10 minutes in. Let's have a look. I think it's just more like studs up. Let's have a look. Oh! This could be VAR. That is an awful challenge from Dalot. Studs up, on the knee. That's a red card. I've not got the commentary on, so I don't know what they're saying, but that is a disgusting challenge. It's dangerous, it's reckless, it studs up on Doku's knee. He's hurt, Jeremy Doku. He is in a lot of pain. I mean, Doku's showing the referee the pain that he's in. How are surely VAR are having a look at this? United seem keen for City to get on with it. Bernardo Silva's telling him, you know, why is nobody having a look at this? That is a disgusting challenge. In real time, it doesn't look so bad. Dalot knows what he's doing. He's challenging for the ball. It's late and right on Doku's knee. His studs are up. The referee, the VAR's agreed with the decision. Here's Foden. Not the best of balls in. And referee deems that to be a free kick. How has a red card not been given? How has VAR not told the referee to go over to the monitor and have a second look at that? That was a disgraceful challenge. Honestly, no idea how they've come to that conclusion there. No idea. Poor giveaway from United. Here's Haaland. Tries to feed in Phil Foden. Gives the ball back to Haaland. Semenyo now. Heavy touch from Semenyo. That'll be a goal kick. I don't get it. I do not get that. The thing is, Dalot knows exactly what he's doing, and his face reads guilt all over it. The fact that he's in a rush getting into position and wanting everyone to get on with the play tells you everything that you need to know, that he knows that he's a lucky boy to stay on the pitch. I don't get how he stayed on that pitch. That's offside every day, and Dalot puts the ball in, and there's the offside. I mean, you know, flag's gone up. He's already on a yellow card. If I'm Man City and I'm Doku, I'm toe-for-toeing with Dalot. He's got to be careful rest of the game. He shouldn't be on that pitch, though. Here's Max Lane then. So City just settling themselves in now. So don't forget, guys, leave a thumbs up. We're aiming for 100 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Now 5 likes away from 50. And do subscribe as well. That'd be much appreciated. Here's Rico Lewis. Going to work the ball to Semenyo on the right. Been a bit of a feisty game, this one, at the minute. Semenyo dinks a ball in and a header for Bernardo Silva, and first chance for Man City, and it goes over the top of the crossbar. So United have crashed the crossbar after 2 minutes. Towering header from Harry Maguire into the crossbar, but not put away, and maybe should have been. A very crunching tackle from Diogo Dalot. lucky to stay on the pitch, given just a yellow card rather than a red card, and VAR decide not to intervene. Manchester City just had their first opportunity of the game as well, through the header from Bernardo Silva, just headed over. So City not settled themselves in too great in the first 15 minutes, but settling themselves in better now as Mbuemo goes up against Khusanov. Khusanov has him for pace, and he'll just put his foot onto that and put it into the stands for a throw into Manchester United, who are looking for these balls to over the top to try and expose Man City's high line. And so a chance here for United to get forward. I think they're going to attempt a long throw. It's going to be the man that shouldn't be on the pitch attempting it, Diogo Dalot. He's going to launch this into the box. Header's won by Rodri. United will just work the ball back through Martinez, back to the keeper, Lamens, who's going to send this one long. Under pressure from Bernardo. Not the best of balls. Foden can get his foot onto it. Sends it high looking for Semenyo. Semenyo can't get his flick. Mainoo can get that under control. Tries to thread a pass in, which is read well by Man City. Although here's Khusanov getting in a tangle with Doku. And in the end, referee judges that not to be a foul. And play can continue. Here's Rico Lewis to Phil Foden. It's a good pass. And another crunching tackle comes in. Bruno Fernandes this time is going to be booked. I think unhappy that he weren't given a free kick before on Doku. And now things are kicking off. Martinez is getting involved. Feisty derby. And this is just it. Referee's got to get control of it and quick, because things can spiral out of control very quickly. You know, Doku's already got hurt. Is that Rodri that's gone down there? So there's a little coming together between Doku and Khusanov. There are a couple of exchange of passes. Let's have a look at this challenge on Rodri. It's Luke Shaw, not Bruno Fernandes, that did the challenge. This time he keeps his studs down but goes knee first into the back of Rodri's leg. A crunching tackle, yellow card. I think I agree with a yellow card for that one rather than a red. Thing is, though, both of United's fullbacks have got to be careful now. Both on yellow cards. City have got quick attackers. So, because of that, they're going to need the likes of Doku and Ahmed to be tracking back. You know, they push forward and City win the ball back and can spring some counter-attacks on United. They do anything to put a challenge in and have to, take one for the team. They'll be off the pitch. So they'll have to withdraw from the challenge, which will potentially cause some devastating problems. So, a couple of yellow cards for both United fullbacks. Not ideal for them. United, though, continuing to probe, continuing to press, continuing to come forward. And here is Dalot. Plays his pass. It's a bad pass looking for Ahmad, and that's gone out of play. So, United now just struggling to gel things together. Not been the best of first 18 minutes to a game. Both sides really have lacked a bit of quality. Here's City then coming forward. Alain works his pass back to Donnarumma. He's going to get the supporter Khusanov here on the right. Here's Rodri. Finds Nathan Ake. He's under pressure. Got to find his pass to Alain. Works it to Khusanov. Ahmad it was deciding to press. City are going to try and float this one to the left-hand side then, to Doku. There's the support for Dalot from Ahmad. Doku then finds Rodri. Inside the United half, City just probing, looking for a potential opportunity. Not the best of passes from Alain. Here's Khusanov back to Alain. He'll give the ball to Nathan Ake. Alain's looked a bit shaky today, hasn't he? Ake plays a pass in looking for Bernardo Silva. He's not going to find a way to get hold of the ball, and him and Maguire have a little bit of a pushing and shoving match, and now they're going to start grappling each other again. Imagine if there was to be a fight between them two, there's only going to be one winner. Bernardo Silva loves to be involved in things, doesn't he? So we're through 20 minutes here at Old Trafford. 0-0. United have hit the crossbar. Should be down to 10 men. Man City haven't created all that much. Looked a bit shaky first 10 minutes. Settled themselves down the next 10 minutes. Hopefully they can create and make things happen in the next 10 minutes as the offside flag goes up there against Ahmad. And Manchester City will get themselves a free kick. Pep Guardiola dressed in all black there. Looks like a casual on an away day. On Derby Day. He's got the gear on. Love that from Pep. Right, here is Abdukodir Khusanov for Manchester City. As I said, guys, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Now 4 likes away from 50. Any help towards that would be great. And do subscribe. Gives the ball to Rodri. Phil Foden manages to nip ahead of Casemiro. Wants a free kick. Referee says no. So United can come forward here. Bruno Fernandes plays a long ball in looking for Doku. Has a shot and a good save from Donnarumma there. All stems from should have been a potential free kick for Man City. Referee says no. United spring an attack on City. And here is Doku now. 1-on-1 with Dalot. Take him on. He turns back there. Doku had to tuck him on. He's on a yellow card. Just ping it past him and let him run at him. Rodri looks a bit frustrated there. Feels like the opportunity's gone away for City. United managed to get everybody back. A Rodri rocket. He thought about it. He thought about a 35-yard hit then, Rodri. Doesn't do it. Might do it again. He's got another chance. No. Gives the ball to Foden. Here's Khusanov. Back to Rodri. Got the support of Alain. Ake's to his left. Donnarumma is working hard. He's had to make a crucial save there. United are creating and finding ways to make things happen. City, not on the same wavelength. As Manny says, we're playing poor. We're not linking up. We're not creating. We're not doing all that much. United look like they're going to score at some point, whereas City don't. It was a good lead from Mbuemo to have the chance there for Doku. Let's have a look at this. It's a good save from Donnarumma. He goes on the volley. Yeah, it's a good save. He adjusts his body well there, Gianluigi Donnarumma. I originally thought he just hit it at him, and it's a save I'd expect the keeper to make, but Donnarumma's just had to adjust his body ever so slightly to make the save. Good goalkeeping. Doku should keep this in for United. Got options. Shaw is one of them. Cross comes in. Donnarumma comes and collects. Good goalkeeping, that from Gianluigi Donnarumma. Wanted to roll it out quickly. Didn't have the option. Has to roll it out now due to the 6-second rule, where the goalkeeper's got to roll it away or get rid of the ball out of his hands in the first 6 seconds. Otherwise, if he keeps hold of it, a corner to the opposition will be given. Here is Rodri then. 23 minutes in here at Old Trafford. 0-0 between Manchester United and Manchester City. Here's Nathan Ake to Jeremy Doku. Gives the ball to Max Alain. He's got Khusanov to his right. He'll use him, and Khusanov will take his opportunity to come forward. I feel like we look more exposed in midfield than in defence. I don't feel like there's extra cover there if something's given away. Rodri's not the quickest. So you need quick defenders behind him. We've got one in Khusanov, but Ake, Alain, they're not the quickest. Here's Khusanov to Foden. Foden does well. City just knocking the ball around at the minute. Here's Rico Lewis. He's tackled only as far as Semenyo. Not seen too much of Semenyo so far. Here is Bernardo. He's going to work it to Doku. Up against Dalot. Takes him on to the byline. Slides in and he'll get Man City a corner there. Good defending from Dalot. Corner here for Man City then. Can it be a little better than the P-roller that we had last time? No surprise, Doku's off corner duty. Foden's come over to take instead. Corner comes in. Just doesn't get past the near post. It's another bad corner. What is it with professional football players playing at an elite level and their inability to put a quality ball in from a corner? I look at what Declan Rice does for Arsenal, right? And I have to watch Man City do that. It's so poor. Our set-piece coaches, I feel sorry for them. They don't stand a chance. They must work on set-piece routines all the time. And then none of them work because we can't get the ball past the near post because the crosses are rubbish. We don't even have any attackers on the near post for flick-ons and things. How bizarre. Here's Semenyo to Bernardo. Drives forward. Can't find his pass. United should get this one clear. Here's Doku. That's good defending from Khusanov to stop the ball going forward, looking for Mbuemo. We would have had extra cover behind Khusanov there, but yeah. Erling Haaland with the fewest touches in this match, just 4 at the minute. I just wonder if Man City are doing what they did against Newcastle and just looking for this first half to be nice and careful. Get the information at half-time and then use the analysts to say this is how the game's going. Here's Foden. He's got the run of Doku. Just take him on, Jeremy. Take him on. He's going to get dispossessed. He does get dispossessed. Just run. Do what you do best, Jeremy. Run. His pace will have the United back four panicking. Use that. Don't stop. Don't pivot. Don't turn. Run. Here's Semenyo. Goes down under a push. Not much in it for me. Wanted a penalty. Not a penalty. That'll be a free kick for United. Rico Lewis claims he got the ball. I'm not sure he did. Free kick. He might well have a sore knee from that red card challenge. Long ball sent forward for United. Header won by Alain. Here is Ake. Nice little dinked pass over to Doku and City can come forward again. Here's Rodri to Foden. He drives forward looking for Haaland. Can't find him. United can mop that up through Menu and United can come forward as well. Looking for Ahmad up against Nathan Ake. It's exactly where United will want the ball to be played. Ahmed up against Ake. Overlap comes in. Cross will come in. Header won by Mbuemo, but not the best. And Donnarumma will mop that one up for City. Still, a bit concerning that he managed to get his cross in there. Here's Rodri. He goes down, gets kicked, and that'll be a free kick. Kobe Mainu this time. Again, just it's nasty from Mainu. Studs onto his foot. It's a yellow card every day of the week. You expect top-end officials to notice these kind of things. You really would. Anyway, here's Rodri to Rico Lewis. Gives the ball to Alain. Here's Ake. Hands his pass to Rico Lewis. Pushed in the back. Referee will say play the advantage. Here's Ake. At least it's a forward pass on the advantage. City went back on the last one. The referee said still playing the advantage. If you're playing a ball back to your goalkeeper, there's no advantage, is there? Anyway, here's Bernardo Silva bringing City forward. His pass, not very good. It's cut off by Casemiro. Here's Mainu. He's got Ahmed in space. He'll use Ahmed. City want the offside flag. Flag stays down. Here's Ahmed then to the into the penalty area. He's got Doku tracking back and covering. Excellent from Doku. Not the best of passes from Doku into Semenyo, so he couldn't control it, but good covering work from Jeremy Doku. And good defending there from, is that Bernardo Silva, I think it was? Good work that from Manchester. Oh, sorry, it was Rico Lewis, sorry. Excellent work from City. Here's Doku. He's got Bernardo on his left. Back to Doku. Oh, space here for Doku. Have a shot. It does, and it's blocked by Menu. The space had just opened up for a shot to come in there, and Doku just took one touch too many before deciding to pull the trigger. Here's Bernardo. Chance for him to put a ball into the box. He does. Not the best of balls, to be honest, and that's just going to fizzle out, hit the corner flag. That stayed in. I think it might have gone out for a throw-in. Anyway, not the best of balls in. City lacking quality. There we go. So guys, don't forget, leave a thumbs up. We're aiming for 100 likes. We are now 47 likes away. We're more than halfway, so any help towards that would be great. And do subscribe as well. That would be much appreciated. Nothing much happened between minutes 20 and 30. Manny, don't you just hate when that happens? His sausage rolls are out of date. Excuse me. Here's Bruno Fernandes to Mbuemo. Tackle comes in from Rodri. Here's Doku. Goes down under pressure. Wants a free kick. Referee says no free kick. And a pass can come in looking for Dogu. Khusanov's got that one covered. So Dorgu's going to have to turn. Should allow Man City to get players back. Here's Casemiro. Tries to thread his pass through. Not the best of balls through there from Bruno Fernandes. And Mbuemo claims that he was cut off. Wants a free kick. Referee says no. A penalty kick. Referee says no, that's going to be given away. Here's Bruno Fernandes to Mbuemo. Well, that's great covering work from Khusanov. A mess at the back there from Manchester City. And brilliant, brilliant work there from Abdukodir Khusanov to read the danger. He was onside there, Mbuemo. It would have counted. Abdukodir Khusanov. Excellent defending from the Uzbekistan international. Rodri pings one looking for Semenyo. Lamon's off his line. Semenyo puts a thumbs up. Shows his appreciation. Here's Mbuemo. Finds Fernandes. Now United could be in. Now United could be in. Keeper can't bring him down. It's 1-0 Manchester United, but the offside flag is up against Ahmad. It will go to VAR. The flag stayed down originally. VAR will have a look at it. Let's have a look. It does look offside. That angle's not the best. Just going off where the grass is, it does look offside by half a yard or a yard. That is the warning sign, though. That is the warning sign. Still waiting for the decision to come in. Yeah, offside given. There's confirmation that it was. There's the warning sign. What we're looking at here. Yeah, well, half a yard. Half a yard offside. Funny thing is, they have this in the Champions League, and it's far quicker than what how the Premier League use it. Far quicker. Champions League, that decision's made within 30 seconds. You barely notice that they're even having a look. Premier League, something that should take 30 seconds, takes 2 minutes. So United have hit the crossbar, they've had a goal disallowed and should have had a red card. Whereas Man City's not done much. And that's the concern as Bruno Fernandes fouls Jeremy Doku. Not good. Not been a good first half, this from City. Not been a good first half. Here's Foden. Gives the ball to Nathan Ake. Here's Max Alane now. Nothing on for Alane, so he has to go back to Gianluigi Donnarumma. He'll launch this ball long. Here's Doku. Holds nicely for him. Up against... That's not a good ball in. His keeper's got a touch on that. What's the keeper doing there? Lamans. Not the best of balls in that from Doku. To nobody in particular. And for some reason, Lamans has put a glove on it. It's going nowhere. It's going wide. What's he doing? Cheap corner given away by United. Can City punish them? That's the question. Ake's in there. Haaland's in there. Foden. It's a better corner. Ake wins the header. Comes in. And it's cleared off the line from United. Good work that by Manchester City. City's best opportunity of the game so far as Rico Lewis will just send this one back to Donnarumma. There's a much better set piece that from Manchester City. A much better set piece. Here's Rico Lewis. Gives the ball to Khusanov. Can City have a good end to this half? Create a couple opportunities. Test the keeper. Make things happen. Here's Rodri to Khusanov. Rico Lewis in a bit of space. Can he create? Can he make something happen? Pings it to the left. Here's Doku. Go one-on-one Doku with Dalot. Go one-on-one with him. Keeps turning back. Here's Rodri. It's on a yellow card. Run at him. Here's Bernardo. Space now for Doku. Ake's in even more space. A good chance here for Ake to put something in the box. He does. Headed clear though. Ake will still get his foot onto it. Rico Lewis to Bernardo Silva. Martinez gets his head on it. Here's Semenyo. Has to turn. He's got the support of Abdukodir Khusanov. Here's Rodri. Rodri's not got too much on, so he'll go back to Khusanov. Here is Antoine Semenyo now up against Doku. Semenyo just probes, can't find anything. Finds Rodri. Here's Foden. Tries to thread his pass through. Picks it up himself. Semenyo's in a little bit of space here. Doesn't put the cross in though. Goes to Rodri. Rodri's going to float one in. Headed clear there by Maguire. Here's Mbuemo. Tries to bring United forward. And here is the United attack now. Alane should get there ahead of Mbuemo. He'll play his pass into Donnarumma. Donnarumma will find his pass to Ake. United are going to look to try and put the initial press on. Ake does well. Here's Doku then. Again, one-on-one with Dalot. And again turns. I'm getting fed up with repeating it. I'm getting fed up with repeating it, guys. Why is he not having a run? Why is he not having a run at him? It's on a yellow card. Here's Ake. To Foden. Probably City's best spell of the game this so far. To Khusanov. Here's Semenyo. Rico Lewis just pings it backwards. It's an acrobatic flick, but it goes backwards. Nearly took the momentum away. Here's Ake. Drills on through to Rico Lewis. Rodri to Semenyo. Put your foot through it, Antoine. He does! There's a shot and it's just wide from Antoine Semenyo. Better from Manchester City, that though. Much better. Much, much better from City. Good, short, threaded passes. Opportunities there to have a shot. Doesn't work out in the end. And a replay of that Man City opportunity from the corner from before. There's Alane winning the header. Haaland looked for the flick on. Lamans gets his foot onto it. Goal kick then for United, which is just going to get launched forward the old-fashioned way. Mainu can win his header and United can come away with the possession. Here's Dalot. Gives the ball to Casemiro. Ahmad to Mainu. Here's Dalot, just works the ball back to Maguire. Here's Martinez. He has options. Fred's a pass through here, looking for Bruno Fernandes. Flag stays down for now, and Fernandes rounds the keeper. And Fernandes scores. And this time the flag stays down. And Manchester City go behind, and the flag's up now. The flag is up. Bruno Fernandes was celebrating. He was looking for the flag. The flag never came. He celebrates. And now the flag comes. City have already got away with this once. Have they got away with it for a second time? Tight again, but it just looks like Bruno Fernandes has gone just early, just too early. Let's see to make sure if this is offside. It looks a foot offside. A closer one than the first one, I think, this one. And there's VAR having a look at it. It's just if they deem Nathan Ake's arm, but Ake can't defend with his arm, so his arm shouldn't count, so it should be the position of his knee or foot. And if that's the decision, then it should be a pretty simple decision, yeah. So City have got away with it for a second time. Offside again. They haven't judged it on his arm, which is good. Tight call, that one. A tight call. We do need to wake up, and the linesman, I don't know why they took so long. I feel like I'm going to go bold. I feel like Man City could do this, just get into half-time. They really could just do with getting this to half-time. Man City's defence looks exposed. They're being put under pressure and they don't like it. Alain needs to get rid of this one. He's trying to protect the ball. Rodri will try and get rid of it. Bernardo Silva keeps it alive. Haaland can have a touch but can't find anybody. And we found no way of getting Haaland involved in this game as of right now. And United look like the better team, in my opinion. They look more likely to score, more likely to make things happen. City just look a bit clueless, shaky, uncertain. Here's United coming forward again. Acres of space for them to hop forward. Shaw plays his ball in. City can't defend it out. And Mbeumo's gone down. United want to ask the question. Referee's not interested. He waves play on. Here's Dalot. He comes forward now. United exchanging passes very well. City eventually can get this defended. Rodri to Rico Lewis, lets the ball roll across him. Donnarumma's not going to waste any opportunity to whack that ball away from his goal, and United can mop that one up, but it will be a throw-in for Manchester City and a chance for VAR just to have a look to make sure that Khusanov didn't foul Mbuemo there in the area. So 2 minutes to go till we're through the first 45 minutes, and I feel like we could all do with a breather, and we could all do with just getting this to half-time, and I think Man City, if we can get to half-time at 0-0, are probably lucky for this to get to half-time at 0-0, because we've just looked real shaky at the back. They don't like being pressed. They've got the problem I've got with the defence. They're being put under pressure. They've not got the midfield support. I mean, look at Max Alain there. The gap between defence and midfield's massive. Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden, they're not dropping deep enough, so there's no help for Rodri. They need some help. Here's Doku. Thinks about going on a run. Doesn't. Gives it to Ake. Here's Rodri. Rodri rocket. Nope. Doesn't have a shot. Here's Foden for Man City. Rico Lewis wanted the return pass there. He doesn't get it. Here's Max Alain. Antoine Semenyo now to Phil Foden. Rodri gives the ball to Rico Lewis. See, I feel much more comfortable when the ball's around here, around the United area. City not doing all that much with it. Just trying to find a crack somewhere in that United defence. for them to expose. Nothing as of yet, so they just keep working the ball from left to right, right to left. Here's Khusanov, gives the ball to Semenyo. A good way just to eat away at the clock. Here's Khusanov to Alain. He's got some options. I'll just go back to Khusanov here. So that's 45 minutes done. We're going to added time now. Imagine there'll be a couple of minutes with them VAR offsides. Doku does well to keep it in, and we'll get a throw in here for City. So yeah, it's going to be a couple of minutes, 2 minutes added on here. Again, I think it'd just be sensible here for Man City just to keep the ball where they want the ball to be down there. They don't need to do anything drastic. They don't need to take any risks. Just keep hold of the football. Ensure United aren't having any opportunities. And, if we get to like the final 30 seconds of the half, then try and have an attack and see if you can score a goal. If not, we'll take it in at 0-0 and, we're not behind, which, United had a couple offside goals, could easily have been behind. Not the best of passes that from Alain. Again, the link-up play between him and Ake hasn't been there this half. And it's not been a very good half of football from Manchester City. And Manchester United have had opportunities, and they've not capitalised upon them. They've not been clinical. They've been offside. Only other talking point we've got really is Dalot's lucky to be on the pitch. I thought it should have been a red card. Dalot then sends a long throw forward looking for Mbuemo. Bernardo Silva can get that one clear for City. Haaland's gone down. He wanted a free kick. Referee says no. Rodri up against Mainoo, and Rodri there just takes Mainoo out. United are asking for a yellow card. I think Rodri will get a yellow card there for a cynical foul. There's going to be a yellow card for Rodri. Haaland not happy because he wanted a free kick. So last opportunity of the half, a little bit of defending for City to do. Didn't think there was much in that Haaland one there, to be honest. Sorry, it weren't Mainoo, it was Doku. Rodri knows what he's doing there. He knows what he's doing there, so he's got to be careful for the rest of the game. So last chance here for United. City have gone with a real high line. We're through them 2 minutes, so United are just going to ping one in. City are going to head it clear. City are going to get themselves a free kick, and it's not really going to make much of a difference because even if the referee doesn't blow his whistle, as soon as City win the initial header, which they did win, referee is always going to blow the whistle there. So that should take us into half-time. Haaland getting a whack in the face there from Harry Maguire, and referee doesn't even let City take the free kick. He says half-time, 0-0. There we go. City's fullbacks struggling, defensively struggling with a high press. Got to try and shake and change things up because at the minute, United, as a Sky Sports headline probably matches it up, United on top against nervy Man City. Man City just haven't looked at the races at the minute. Not a good sign that Erling Haaland's currently on the ground. I think he's just getting concussion protocol, just making sure that he's okay. I imagine after 20 minutes or so of rest at half-time, he'll be good to go for the second half. So we'll have a look at the statistics for this game. Just out of interest, guys, in the chat, any changes at half-time? Cherki, Reijnders? What would you be thinking? I mean, I don't really have many options defensively from the bench. What have we got? Ait-Nouri, O'Reilly as fullback options. Not too many other players really. Looking a bit stretched down to the bare bones, Man City at the back, which is why they're pushing hard to try and bring in Mark Gahey from Crystal Palace. So we'll have a look at the statistics then. Just having a read of the commentary. I just want to have a look at that red card and what other people were making of that red card. Trying to make sure that I'm not being biased. So Sky Sports says Dalot booked and he's furious about it, but it's not clear why. He catches Doku high on the knee. VAR takes a look at it and says that that's the right decision because he was playing the ball and there wasn't much force behind it. The replays made that look bad. Dalot had a long day coming now against Doku. Gary Neville said it's not good. He is late. If Dalot was going in at full pace, the City winger would have a big problem. That did not look good from Dalot there. He's fortunate to be on the pitch. There you go. They're my thoughts as well. Right, having a look then at the statistics then for this game. Manchester City obviously looking a bit nervy. Need to try and settle themselves into the second half. City dominating the possession, 72% possession compared with 28% possession for Manchester United. United's expected goal rate at 0.38. Man City's at just 0.32. Both sides with 4 shots, 2 on target for United, 1 for Manchester City, 1 big opportunity missed by United, forcing a couple of good saves from Donnarumma. Man City, corners haven't been great, but the one corner that has looked good did cause United problems, and I think that's just something that Man City, with a quality ball into the box, could look to target in the second half. I also want to be seeing Shaw's on a yellow card, Dalot's on a yellow card. I want to see Doku, I want to see Semenyo running at them. When they receive the ball, first thing they're thinking is taking the defender on and run at them, because they cannot afford to foul you. They run the risk of a red card if they foul you. And Semenyo's quick, Doku's even quicker. That, for me, is a brilliant outlet into this game, because both fullbacks for United, Luke Shaw, Diogo Dalot, they have a decision in that moment to make. Their decision is, do I risk the foul and a red card and take the man out to eliminate a potential opportunity, or do I not take the risk here of committing the foul and I'm going to have to pull away from my challenge and allow the attacker half a yard or a yard of space to do something and drive into the penalty area? Since both Shaw and Dalot have picked up their yellow cards, City have been all too happy for this game to be pedestrian-like. They get into a good position, they turn and they pass it sideways or backwards. They've got to be more positive thinking, getting forward, causing problems for the defenders, finding ways to find these little pockets of space that Bernardo Silva, that Phil Foden, that Erling Haaland can cause some problems for Manchester United. We haven't seen any of that in that first half from Man City. That first half from City was like the first half against Newcastle. Very careful. I wasn't too concerned against Newcastle because we were keeping Newcastle quiet and we looked pretty sound defensively that day. We looked shaky, we looked rusty, we looked scared. Our defence doesn't look strong. So, if our defence is looking shaky and not very good, the way to firm up the defence is to put United back onto the back foot. And that's for us to attack, to create and cause problems. Not seen anywhere enough of that in the first half. And if it continues, then Man City have got some questions to answer. Because the gaps between defence and midfield, and this is what's caused Man City so many problems in this first half, in terms of United pressing and forcing the mistakes from City at the back. The defenders haven't got them forward passes available because Foden and Bernardo Silva aren't dropping deep enough. Now, I'm looking at the bench and I'm thinking Rayan Cherki, I'm thinking Tijjani Reijnders, I'm thinking these players can drop a bit deeper and help support the defence, receive the ball from deep and spring the attacks. Bring these wide players, bring Doku, bring Semenyo into this game, because we've just not found a way to get that front three of Haaland, Semenyo and Doku involved enough in this match. And at the minute, it's Man United that, in my opinion, even though they've had 28% possession, look more likely to create and score goals, not Manchester City. So we need to sort that out. Do keep an eye on Rodri's yellow card. Keep an eye on Dalot's yellow card and Luke Shaw's yellow card. If I'm manager for either side, I'm going in at half-time and I'm saying these players are on yellow cards. Target, make things happen, put them under pressure, give them a decision to make. It's a derby game, it's a feisty game, mistakes are going to happen, challenges are going to come in, it's going to be a bit rough and tough, it's going to be difficult, so we've got to go out and just try create and make things happen, because at the minute we're just not being able to do that. And because of that, I think the link-up play and how fluent City have looked, it just doesn't look amazing, and they've got to try and not just tighten up midfield to help secure the defence, but they've got to do that and find a way to create as well. And, I'm looking at Foden, I'm looking at Bernardo Silva, and they're my two players for me. Cherki, Tijjani Reijnders, I'm looking at them. If not at half-time, I'm thinking 55, 60 minutes, I chuck them on into midfield. Ideally, I'd want a bit more cover for Rodri. I'd have preferred for Nico G to have made the bench and him to have 20 minutes or so available in him. But the fact that this massive knock, he's not even made the bench, tells me he's not got 20 minutes in him. So we've got to deal with it. And it'll be interesting now because Man City said that, Pep said before the game, we've got no information on United. We don't know what to expect or how to prepare because they're under a new manager who's going to be targeting and doing different things. Well, the analysts now have got 45 minutes worth of information. United are looking to expose City's high line. They're looking for attacks behind the defender. They're looking to spring through them gaps. So the City's defensive line has got to hold very firm. Always got to be looking across the line. You need your leaders at the back to be able to orchestrate that. And in the absence of Ruben Dias, who's normally our leader at the back, it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Because at the minute, we do look shaky. We do look a bit rusty. We look rocky. And that defence, it looks like a case of when rather than if they're going to concede today. Thankfully, United have hit the crossbar. Thankfully, Donnarumma's pulled off a couple of good saves. Thankfully, the offside flag's come up twice and saved Manchester City. Because if them things didn't happen, this game could have been out of sight for Man City. United could have scored 2 or 3 goals in that first half. For Man City, other than that corner that caused some problems, nothing else has happened for Man City. And they look shaky. You want to look at the back, O'Reilly or Rayan Ait-Nouri, they could be the options for Man City on the left-hand side. I'd be surprised if Mfunny got chucked out there in the deep end and given some minutes today. But we need to try and just make some stuff happen. And I'm just going to chuck one out there for you guys. And I know it was against Exeter City last week in the FA Cup against a League One side. But how good did Makadu look for Man City? Now, he looked like a player who wanted to run at fullbacks, put quality balls into the box and cause some problems. And I wouldn't, if I were Pep, I wouldn't be scared if after 65, 70 minutes, if you feel like Semenyo or Doku isn't working, because we've not got Oscar Bobb or Savinho, the more experienced wingers available today, I wouldn't be scared to take either one of them players off and chuck Makadu on to make some stuff happen. He looks so lively against Exeter that he deserves some more minutes. And I honestly, his corners were good. His willingness to get forward was good. And, it was just a player that just wanted to make something happen. And I just think that it gets to the final 15, 20 minutes. If this is still 0-0, I don't see the risk here of chucking someone like Makadu on just to try and make some stuff happen. So I do think Doku's looked a bit reluctant today. I'm not too sure why, so I'd probably be more inclined that if one of the players of Semenyo or Doku were going to go off, it'd probably be Doku. And also the fact that Semenyo can't play for Man City midweek in the Champions League means that he's going to get a full week's rest ahead of our next game against Wolves next weekend. So because of that, I would be more inclined to take Doku off to save some minutes in his legs. And if you are to put someone like Makadu on, then Doku would be the more likely player to go off. And Makadu went on the right wing last weekend and he looked good there. And Semenyo can play on the left. So that's what I'd be looking at. Manny says, Haaland has been crap since he started his YouTube channel. Excuse me, that's funny. That's made me laugh. He needs to cancel the YouTube channel. That's funny. Right, guys, don't forget, leave a thumbs up. We're now 37 likes away from 100 likes. Any help towards that would be great. Do also get your thoughts in the live chat. Half time, what you're changing, what are your thoughts, get them in the chat. That'd be much appreciated. Apocalypse, thanks for tuning in. Saying Haaland is in the lineup. He's not done much. Invisible. Falek, thanks for tuning in. City Forever, thanks for tuning in. Odin, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Kevin, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. JSK, thanks for tuning in. Oppia, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Michael, welcome. Thank you for tuning in as well. Much appreciated. Hassan too, welcome. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Ref, thanks for tuning in as well. Much appreciated. Yeah, they're my thoughts. Do get your thoughts in the chat. That would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. It is free to subscribe. And social media links there in the description if you want to go and follow me on my X, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Carrick, welcome. Thank you for tuning in as well. Do hope you are well. So, we're going to have a little half-time rest and we'll be ready for the second half. So, today's halftime entertainment brought to you by my partner channel Mixid. Go and check him out. Links and details there in the description. We're continuing our dry January little segment that's running throughout all of January with another non-alcoholic drink. This time it's the gin and tonic mocktail non-alcohol version. Sit back, relax, enjoy, and I'll see you ready for the second half.
What's going on, guys? Mixid here, back again for another mocktail. And today's mocktail is the non-alcoholic gin and tonic. It's low calories and I really recommend it. It's very refreshing, simple to make, and I will show you guys how to make it. So get your gin glass, which is a balloon glass, and add ice to it. So I'm going to pour in Gordon's Gin 50ml, which is 1.7 ounce, which overall is 6 calories. It's very low calories. That's the best thing about mocktails. Beautiful. And now we just add the tonic water. So I'm using a low calorie tonic water. I am using a Vive, if you must use it. It's because it's low calories, no added sugar, no artificial flavourings in it. It's very low calories. So it's 3 calories to 250ml. So overall, this is a 1 litre bottle. This is a 1 litre bottle, 12 calories. Because I'm going to add in 150ml, which is just short of 2 calories. So overall, this cocktail is going to be less than 10 calories. Look how clear that is. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? The final thing to do now, guys, is garnish it with 2 lime slices. Beautiful. And it's as simple as that. It's a really simple cocktail. You cannot go wrong with a G&T, but this is a non-alcoholic version.
Absolutely stunning. That's a beautiful take.
There we have it, my friends. A non-alcoholic gin and tonic. How does it taste? Beautiful. Because I think with the tonic water, like I saying with the non-alcoholic gin, it's a bit more sweeter. It's a nice sour cocktail, that famous G&T taste that you can taste. Like I said, the tonic water gives it that nice sour taste. Because like I said, the non-alcoholic gin is quite sweet, especially with sweeteners. It's a little bit different to your normal gin, but the tonic water just balances it out. Because if you don't like tonic water, if it's a bit more too sour, do substitute with lemonade or any soda. Because as I know some people, not everyone likes it like that. Because it's an acquired taste, it is. But I like it. I think this is a very refreshing mocktail. I think you should try it. The non-alcoholic gin and tonic is less than 10 calories, so it's perfect for January. Because and if you are slimming down for January, this is a drink for you. Less than 10 calories. You can still enjoy your favourite drinks without the alcohol. Perfect. Ah, beautiful. I just can't get enough of it. It's because it's really refreshing. It's beautiful. Because I think that's one of the best mocktails I've tasted like that. It's because it still has that familiar taste of a classic G&T like that. The nice sour taste with the tonic water with gin. It's beautiful. What do you guys think? Have you ever had a non-alcoholic G&T? Do let me know. Or any non-alcoholic gin mocktails that you want me to make? Do let me know in the comments as I want some feedback off you guys. Do let me know what you want to see for dry January. Any mocktails you recommend. And this has been the non-alcoholic gin and tonic. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I've been Mixid and this has been the non-alcoholic version of the gin and tonic. Because don't forget to like and subscribe to Mixid as it really does help the channel grow. So I do appreciate your support and I will see you guys for my next mocktail video. Cheers.
And a big thank you to Mixid for providing today's halftime entertainment. It is much appreciated. Do go and check him out. Links and details, they are in the description. Right, I just need to make sure my clock's synced up. I don't think it's synced up properly. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Cool. United just had an early opportunity, put a ball across, and no one was there at the back post. Early warning sign for City, and it looks like Cherki's come on for Phil Foden. No surprise to see Cherki come on for Manchester City. Hopefully he can make things happen. Julia, welcome. Says even Mike Dean had said that it was a red card. Even Mike Dean. Andy and Alison, welcome. Do hope you're well. Thanks for tuning in. Satish, welcome. Thanks for tuning in as well. Right, here's City coming forward. Oh, Nico O'Reilly's come on as well. As he's going to bring Ahmad. Oh no, play's going to continue. And eventually Ahmad's going to give the ball away. Is that going to be a free kick? It is. And a yellow card for Nico O'Reilly. He's only just come on. 2 minutes in and he's on to a yellow card. So he's come on. Is it for Nathan Ake? Do you know what? It is a free kick and it is a yellow card. What frustrates me the most is, we've got yellow cards here for Rodri and for O'Reilly for pulling back, stopping attacks. And they are yellow card challenges, and it's frustrating with how physical United have been. I mean, in particular, coming back to Dalot, that they deemed that dangerous tackle by Dalot to be the very same punishment as pulling somebody's shirt back, which is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, Khusanov wins the header, and Rodri will volley that one clear. Mixed, welcome, thanks for tuning in from Preston, enjoying himself before Preston's game against Derby County today. The derby, United have been the better team. City need to get to grips. That's going to be a throw-in for City. So, yeah. Not been great. City need to buckle up here second half. It weren't Ake, sorry. Was it Elaine that's gone off? Yeah, Elaine and O'Reilly's come on and Ake's gone to centre-back. So, 2 changes. Elaine for O'Reilly, Cherki for Phil Foden. And I don't think it'll be all that long before we see Tijjani Reijnders introduced into this game and making his Manchester derby away debut. So, here is Rico Lewis then to Semenyo. Gives the ball to Cherki. Can't find his pass. United look to come forward. Cherki intercepts. Finds his pass to Nathan Ake. As we're now 29 likes, guys, away from 100. Any help towards that would be great. And do subscribe as well if you're new around here. Here is Rico Lewis for Manchester City. Gives the ball to Abdukodir Khusanov. Here's Rayan Cherki to Rodri. Here's Nathan Ake. Cherki leaves the pass looking for Bernardo, but Bernardo weren't getting there, and there's United now playing a pivoting ball in. O'Reilly will help mop that up along with Donnarumma though. So through 5 minutes here in the first half, second half, and it remains 0-0 at Old Trafford. Manchester United 0, Manchester City 0. Here's Jericho, gives the ball to Nico O'Reilly. He's got the further support of Nathan Ake. He'll give the ball to Khusanov now. Here's Semenyo. Not seen too much of Semenyo so far in this game. He's not really had many opportunities really to make stuff happen. And I seem to remember United played Bournemouth a few weeks back, and Semenyo and Bournemouth couldn't stop creating and making things happen in that game. Polar opposite kind of game today in the Manchester derby. And let's not forget it, it finished 0-0 at Old Trafford last season between United and City. So another away game here. Man City made it 3 consecutive Premier League games where we've not won, and you can't really afford for it to be 4 consecutive games, because otherwise, the gap closes on Arsenal to 5 points. But Arsenal win today away against Forest, and it becomes very difficult for City. It becomes very difficult. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Plays the ball into Doku. Overlap coming in from Shaw. Not going to use him. Going to use Fernandes instead. City managed to get bodies back here, though. Here's Luke Shaw. Gives the ball to Kobbie Mainoo. City now just having to run around and get everybody back. Here's Dalot. Works his pass to the right. Finds Ahmad up against O'Reilly. Ahmed to Dalot. Dalot finds his pass to Mbuemo. He puts his cross in, and Dalot looks for a spectacular effort, but can't connect his overhead kick. And Rico Lewis does well to get his foot onto that and get that one clear for City. Here's Luke Shaw for United. Good pass there from Fernandes back to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw looking for Doku, and coming together there between Doku and Khusanov, which to me looked like a free kick, but referee says no. Let's have a look at this. Do you know what? Not much in it. Dogu's probably more aggressive there than Abdukodir Khusanov. Probably just looking for a free kick there, which, to be fair, I've criticised the referee today. I give praise where praise is due as well. He gets that decision correct. He knows what Dogu's asking for and what he's looking for, and he doesn't give it him. Wasn't a free kick. In real time, it looked like a free kick. I was expecting a free kick to be given, but slow motion shows what the referee said has happened there, which is Dogu's cut in front of Khusanov. Khusanov's not touched him, and he's gone down. So, good referee in there. Weak from Doku, so deemed not a free kick. Here's Cherki looking for Semenyo. Can't find any space past Martinez. Finds Cherki once more. He looks for getting through the legs there of Mainu. Doesn't mean he gives the ball away. Abdukodir Khusanov will mop that up for Man City. Here's Rodri to Bernardo. Not linking up yet, although it could now. Here's Haaland with the shot, and good defending there from Martinez, and that will be a corner for Manchester City. Good defending that from Martinez. Haaland with the right-footed effort, had no space. A corner for Manchester City. Bernardo Silva's going to take in the absence of Phil Foden, not Jeremy Doku. Corner from Bernardo, straight at the keeper, an easy collection for the keeper. And that's going to be thrown out looking for Mbuemo and Abdukodir Khusanov. Real good defending there. Pep Guardiola gives him a hug on the touchline to show his appreciation. Good defending there from Manchester City, and Pep Guardiola is impressed with the good covering defending there from City. Luke Shaw with a throw to Mbuemo, giving away. Rodri makes the interception, avoids the challenge as well and does well. Nathan Ake is going to go back to Donnarumma. Abdukodir Khusanov's going to open up the space. Rodri's going to pivot his little pass in, looking for Bernardo. Rodri again mops up. He's class, isn't he, Rodri? He's a great player to have back. Great player to have back. And, you know, he's getting better game on game as well. Here's Jeremy Doku to Rodri. Rodri rocket? No, he thinks about it, but doesn't do it. Rico Lewis. He has a bit of space to Haaland. Haaland! Space opened up for him. Here's Cherki up against Doku. Can't find any space, so we'll have to go back to Bernardo Silva. Here's Rodri. Back to Bernardo. Got the support of Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis plays his passing looking for Semenyo. Martinez. Martinez has had a good game for United today. A really good game for United. He's covered the space up. He's unhappy there. He wants a free kick. He doesn't get he wants a throw in. He doesn't get the throw in. Felt like the deflection had coming off Rico Lewis, but that were good work from Martinez. Man City do get the throw in though. Here's Nathan Ake to Nico O'Reilly. Here's Jeremy Doku. He's given away from Doku there. And here's Dalot coming forward for United. City have got players back, and United are going to get themselves a free kick with Jeremy Doku going through the back of, or deemed to have gone through the back of Dalot. I do feel like Dalot was already on his way down there though. Ball comes forward here looking for Bruno Fernandes. It's a heavy touch. Offside flag goes up. Man City want to play on though, so referee says you can play on and he'll ignore the offside. Semenyo can't find his pass to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva's starting to look like the odd one out now for me. Not linking up well with City at the minute, Bernardo. He looks like the odd one out. Here's United with a floated ball across. It's a good ball across to Ahmad. Up against O'Reilly. Skips past him and has a shot and a good save from Donnarumma. And City are a bit slow to react. And Donnarumma makes another good save on Casemiro there. He should score and he knows it. He should score and he knows it. Donnarumma has a little smile on his face there. Potentially might have been offside in the build-up. I'm not 100% on that. Keeper's not to know that. Lackadaisical that from Manchester City. Nathan Ake slow and he should score there, Casemiro. Offside flag didn't come up, no. And goal kick given. Good save there from Donnarumma. And his big long legs made the save. Works for Manchester City. Nathan Ake wins the header. Haaland can't win his, and United will send this one long again. O'Reilly in the air, wins his header. Rodri, can he help Man City get it under control? Ake can't get it fully clear. Bernardo gets his foot on it. Ake gets his head onto it. Doku whacks it clear for City. City just can't clear the lines properly here. And United are going to come at City once more. And again, good interception from Doku. And that'll be a throw-in for United. United again just getting up ahead of steam that City need to be careful with. So guys, don't forget, leave a thumbs up. We're aiming for 100 likes. That'd be much appreciated. 27 to go. And also don't forget, subscribe as well if you're new around here. Long ball comes in, not the best. Donnarumma deals with it, and he'll roll it out quickly, looking for Rayan Cherki. Here's City then coming forward to Rodri. Heavier touch there from Rodri, but still finds his pass to Semenyo. Here's Rayan Cherki. To the byline, plays his back heel, looking for Semenyo. United read it and deal with it. Here's Doku. United have looked much better than what they normally look this season. Just Man City maybe just need to try and find a way to score the opening goal and get them under pressure and have them doubting themselves. Whilst it remains 0-0, they'll fancy the chances of making something happen and winning this game. Here's Khusanov, plays his pass back to Donnarumma through nearly to the hour mark. Here's Rodri, gives the ball to Cherki, Bernardo, to Rico Lewis. No space for him, but still finds his pass here to Semenyo. Not much on for Semenyo. Finds Bernardo, though. Here's Rodri. Here's the ball to O'Reilly. Here's Nathan Ake. Khusanov. To Bernardo. Cherki. Surrounded by United red shirts. Flicks a ball across to Doku. Take your man on, Jeremy. Plays a pass to Rodri. Maybe a long ranger. That might work. A long range shot. Don't see City do enough of them. Test the keeper. Ask some questions. We're on the hour mark. Make some things happen. United looking for the high press. Rodri. Threaded pass forward there from Rico Lewis. Finds nobody. Dave, yeah, not great. Not great. Richard, thanks for tuning in. Do look half asleep. It's not great from City, this. Size Buffalcon, thanks for tuning in. Here's Martinez for United at the back to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw surely going to send this forward. Yeah, there isn't real purpose. Although, that could change here. Haaland, that's a good challenge. Is that Casemiro? We had an extra man over there. We struggled to have the extra man over today. Really struggled. Here's Maguire coming forward. Just dribbled past Jeremy Doku and he'll come forward. Find his pass to Ahmad. Dalot wants to do the overlap. United just forced backwards and City can get everybody back. Here's Menu. Bruno Fernandes now. Whacks the ball to the left-hand side for Luke Shaw. Good ball that. Luke Shaw, combination with him and Dogu. Dogu thinks about putting a ball in. Doesn't. Bit of coming together now between Bernardo and is that Bruno Fernandes, I think. He remains on the ground. Needs to get up because United are actually in a good position. Don't know what he's doing. Classic Bruno Fernandes. Semenyo gets his foot on that. Referee just checks that Fernandes is alright to continue. There's a through ball coming in. Khusanov. Oh, lovely defending from Kadir Khusanov. It's actually well kept in from Doku, but brilliant defending from Kadir Khusanov. Martinez, good defending from him. And United can come forward now. City can't get a break. Here's Ahmad. To Bruno Fernandes. Cross comes in. And Mbuemo with its shot and a good save from Donnarumma again. Here's Haaland and a little bit of space for City now to come forward with. Haaland driving in, driving hard. Can't find anything. He'll get a free kick for Man City and a bit of respite. That was a chance for Bryan Mbuemo there to score, and Donnarumma pulled off another save for Man City. Not good stuff. Ouch, Mixed, that's a blow. Donnarumma has been man of the match for City so far. Showcasing why City have invested so much money to bring him into the club. The need for the shot stopper, the big games, the big moments. And he's been a match for all of these big moments at the moment, Gianluigi Donnarumma. And if Man City can get a sneaker goal and win this game, it's definitely going to be a come of the hour, come of Gianluigi Donnarumma. Definitely been the busier of the two goalkeepers. Maguire's injured, struggling to get up. Be a blow for United. He's had a pretty good game, Harry Maguire. That driving run from Haaland. First time he's really had a chance to drive forward. It looks like he just overstretched Maguire there, but I think he's going to try and continue. He's feeling a bit of pain. On the plus side, bit of respite on Man City's goal. A chance here for us to do something from this free kick as well. Big cut there to the knee of Harry Maguire. City all possession, not really doing much with it though. Can they do something from this set piece? It's very central for Cherki to deal with. He just chips one in. Not going to beat Maguire in the air there. And Mbuemo can spring a United counter-attack. It's 4-on-2 here. It's 4-on-2 here. It's 4-on-2 here. Here's Bruno Fernandes to Mbuemo. And there's the goal. From Man City's own set piece, they're exposed. And Manchester United find the opening goal of this game. And you can't say it's not been coming. This has been such a poor performance from Manchester City. And it's just been a matter of time. Donnarumma's been keeping City in it. That they've found no way of making things happen. And it's from our own set piece that a counter-attack is sprung. It's so poor from City. So poor. Denny, afternoon to you. A 4-on-2, it's awful. It's absolutely inept from Manchester City, this. Absolutely inept. None of the players can get back. None of them are quick enough to get back. It's so bad. So bad from City. It's been coming. No words. No words. I feel like, to be honest, we lose here today. I don't see... We lose today and Arsenal win. I don't see how we turn 9 points around. I don't see how it happens. Well, they're up for it because it's a derby. These are the dangers of the derby. You've got to turn up. You've got to want it. Anything can happen in derby games. You've got to want it. You got to make things happen. Here's United. Could be in again. Could be in again. Shot wide. Can't be long before you start to see the attacking reinforcements. I'm glad that Satish is on my side about Makeda. If you wanted a player that can make stuff happen, Makeda is one of them players that I'm looking towards. And the danger that Man City have had with obviously holding it 0-0, we're in the 68th minute now. Time's running out. City haven't got any answers. They've been, possession-wise, City have been fine, but everything else, they've been outplayed. Honestly, this game, stays the same and we lose today and Arsenal win. It goes 9 points. I'm going to go as far to say Arsenal win the Premier League because I don't see how we turn 9 points around. I know there's, loads of games still to play, but games are running out, and I don't see how Arsenal take 9 points away. I don't see how it happens. And this will be a 4th consecutive Premier League game without a win for City. You can't afford 4 consecutive Premier League games without a win and expect to win Premier League titles. It doesn't happen. City need to get back in this. They need to grab a couple of goals. It's not so much losing. They need to win. They need to win today. They've done nothing second half. Absolutely nothing. Cross comes in from City, headed clear by United. If I'm United, United can't afford to sit off City. Can't afford it. Andy, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. No, City have been very poor today. Cherki then to take. Corner comes in. Thought referee had blown for a free kick. He does blow for a free kick in the end, for a push. We didn't do anything in the first half either, I know. Second half, though, I thought we'd have changed things up, but we've not changed anything up. And that goal just so bad from City. So bad. Our own set piece. And Mbuemo's come off for United, making some changes. Chucked Cunha on. What are we looking at? Let's look at the Premier League table. Because I said to you guys, points tally-wise, winning the league is going to be somewhere between 85 and 90 points. Here's Semenyo coming forward and can't find anything to make, can't find a way to make things happen as false edge of the area. Bernardo can't sort his feet out. Here's O'Reilly to Doku coming forward. Again, just can't make anything happen. So we've got 16 games left, 48 points. 48 points will take us to 91 points, which will win us the Premier League. So we are near enough at the point of no return. And what it's going to take for City, if Arsenal win today, it's going to take 16 games, 16 wins. You want to win the league. That's what it's going to take for me. The thing is, City don't look like they're going to win 16 games in a row. So it's not going to happen. That's why I said Arsenal win today. This gap becomes 9 points. They've got the superior goal difference. Even though we've got to play Arsenal at the Etihad, I don't see how they chuck it away. I don't see how it happens. I don't see at all how that happens. What you can't afford to do is narrow the gap down to 2 points like we did, and then allow 2 points to become 4, 4 to become 6, and 6 to become 8 or 9. And through the course of January, that's exactly what we've done, and continuing with our theme of no Premier League wins in January. You cannot afford to win every single game in December to then not win a game in January in the Premier League. You can't afford to do that. The most worrying part about this is Man City don't look like they care all that much and haven't got any answers. Not one answer. 2 shots in the second half from City. It's been so poor. Here's Cherki to Semenyo. Semenyo with the cross. It's not very good. And it's out of play for a throw into United. This is beyond bad. Beyond bad from City today. So poor. United should be out of sight. This game should be over. So the only positive that I've got right now is this game should be over and it's not. Here's Semenyo. Can't find his flick on. Maguire heads it clear. O'Reilly to Ake. Here's Khusanov. Here's Khusanov back to Ake. Back to Kadir Khusanov. The thing is, there isn't any excuse for Man City. None at all. Rico Lewis is going to give the ball away there now. And he's going to take one for the team. It's what we should have been doing on the goal. Rayan Cherki should have took out Mbuemo. Took a yellow card. Stopped the threat. Rico Lewis giving his own ball away there, recognises the danger, so he doesn't let Doku get away from him, so just continues keeping him at him, pulling him back till he commits the foul, takes the yellow card. Now both our fullbacks can join United on yellow cards. But yeah, Pep will say this schedule, that's why Man City are dropping points, but it's just not for me. Not for me. Here's United now coming forward. A little bit of space for Ahmad. Here's Cunha. Can he get his cross in? He can. And Dogu's there and it's 2. Unbelievable. I can't sit here and say United don't deserve to be 2-0 up because they do deserve to be 2-0 up. It's again just poor defending from City. Such a poor goal to give away. Defensively all over the place. Midfield miles away. And United have just looked like they wanted it more. And City have got no answers. City have got no answers. None at all. It's a shambles. Cunha, I've just seen if he might have been offside when he'd stepped forward, but Ake's keeping him on, so nothing wrong with the goal. It's 2-0. And probably game over, to be honest. I'd probably shut some of the young lads on and start taking players off, and the focus has got to turn to Bodo Glimt midweek Champions League. There's your success if you're Man City today. Here's Khusanov to Semenyo. Goes again looking for Haaland, and United defend it. Rodri looking for Semenyo, can't find it. Look, United are challenging for everything. They want it. United want this more than City do. And how disgusting is that? How disgusting is Manchester United? We're in a title challenge. We're 6 points behind Arsenal, and United want this more than we do. How disgusting is that? Absolute joke from City here. Look how much United are challenging for every single ball. How much they want it. How much they want to keep a clean sheet. How much they want to win. I said in my preview about being careful of new manager syndrome, because when a new manager comes in, they've had a week's rest. They're going to be well up for the game. There's no pressure on United today. I said it right at the beginning of the stream. It's a derby, so there's some pressure. But compared with the expectations of the two teams, United have got no pressure on them today. Nothing to lose. Man United lose today. Michael Carrick will leave at the end of the season. They'll go on to be unsuccessful this season. They don't win any trophies. They don't finish in a European spot or finish in the Champions League. They're not bothered. Manchester City are challenging for a title, and you watch this game, and if you didn't know the context of the league, you'd think that one side's challenging for the title here and the other isn't. City, miles away today. Absolutely miles away. And it just comes a case where Manchester United simply want this more than what Man City do. City are going to make 3 subs. United are going to make a change as well. Reijnders, Ait-Nouri, is that Macarthur that's coming on? I see Haaland come off, Doku come off, Bernardo come off. Not surprised to see Haaland come off, to be honest. So nothing all game. He looks off, Haaland. And we could do with Omar Marmoush being back sooner rather than later. Thank you very much, Christos. Much appreciated. Casemiro's going to come off. I think it's Agati that's coming on. I'm at a point now where I'd rather turn our focus towards Bodo Glimt. I would. Don't know if the players have got this, but mentally I've already clocked away from this game. Cherki puts the ball into the box. Header won by Ake. Cleared by United. They want the offside flag. They get the offside flag. Mark, we can't win every week. The issue is we haven't won in 2026 in the Premier League. And it's all about wanting it. It's all about desire. It's a derby day. It's not. It's inexcusable. Absolutely inexcusable. I hope Pep doesn't come out with the thing about player fatigue, schedule, should have been a red card, etc., etc. Because, yeah, just poor. Absolutely poor. And that's just it. It's like Opta said there. You know, we beat Chelsea, we beat Brighton. You can afford the odd bad result here and there. What you can't afford is 3 or 4 bad results in a row. You've got to give yourself a bit of grace for a bit of leeway with a bad result here and there. Arsenal will get a bad result here and there. It's just there'll be few and far between, and it didn't happen against Chelsea for them. Sorry, it didn't happen against Liverpool for them, but I just don't see how Arsenal don't beat Forest today. So, yeah. Here's Cherki coming forward for City. Wants handball against Luke Shaw, doesn't get it. Khusanov goes down. Donnarumma keeps that one in for City. Stops that going out for a corner, I think it would have been. And just distributes it out. I feel sorry for Donnarumma because he's made some real good saves today. He's one of Man City's best players, but yeah. No, you can't help but feel like today's probably the day that you feel like the title challenge is potentially over for City. Just a case of finding any which way to win today and work on from there. But, yeah. All focused at the Champions League. Yeah. As I said, I've already mentally clocked out of this game. This game's over and done with. Here's Reijnders. Squares one across the area. Why is nobody there? I don't know why nobody's there and it's ran out of play for a goal kick. Yeah. I feel like I've mentally clocked out. So just move on to the Champions League. See if we can secure the top 8 spot. Get ourselves in a good position for the latter stages of that and see where we go from there. Seems like a million miles away, doesn't it, from when we went to the Bernabeu and won. Excuse me. Is Cunha. Up against Khusanov. Khusanov, I think, has had a pretty decent game for City as well. The most frustrating part, Satish, is, and I've seen this a few times, and it's why I put it on the thingy of my video the other day about being careful of new manager syndrome. At the end of the day, you're dealing with Manchester United, who weren't very good last season, who aren't very good this season. And, you know, I'm sure even the United fans who, have common sense would sit here and say that, more than likely they're not going to finish in a Champions League spot. They're just not good enough. And that's how they've been. The fact that they've sacked your manager mid-season tells you that you've not really been good enough. So the danger that you have with a new manager coming in is they're going to shake things up. And it won't take long for the mentality that United have had under Amorim to come back in under Michael Carrick. I give it 2 or 3 games. And in them 2 or 3 games that you're playing between a new manager coming in and going back to the old mentality of the players, you've just got to be real careful. You've got to defensively be very tight. You've got to restrict the space. You've got to make life very difficult for United. Almost to a point that you invite United to come to you, take you on under pressure, and you start hurting them on. You lure them in, so to speak, is what I would be looking for, would have been my approach. And I think that probably was Man City's approach in the first half. It was just defensively, we were a bit of a joke. And I don't know how United didn't score in that first half. They should have scored in that first half. They didn't score in that first half, and they were the life. That was the lifeline for Manchester City. as Tijjani Reijnders off balance, or is it Rico Lewis, off balance and into the stands. So, yeah. The thing is, the schedule for Man City, it does get a little easier over the next couple of weeks or so for Man City. Couple of home games in there. Wolves at home coming up next in the Premier League, bottom of the Premier League. A couple of Champions League games. Bodo Glimt, they've not played for for over a month. And Galatasaray at home, which I'm hoping will be hopefully a dead rubber game for Man City. So, they've got plenty of time and ways here where they can just adapt themselves in and settle themselves back into the rhythm of the season. The schedule gets difficult again end of January right forward through into February. But by the time that we've seen out February, I can see more points being dropped, and I don't see how City win the league, unfortunately, this year while they continue the way that they are. To be honest, I think if I were Arsenal today, surely they're beating Nottingham Forest. Got to question Arsenal's mentality, really, if they're not beating Nottingham Forest today. Fool me once, drop points against Liverpool. Surely can't be a case of fool me twice and dropping points against Forest. Arsenal should be all over that, and yeah. Ake's not had his best game. You see, the thing is, it's not been Ake's best game. Pep Guardiola recognises it's probably not Ake's best game, and the game doesn't suit him. In an ideal world, he wouldn't have wanted Ake starting this game, but they've not managed to get Mark Gahey's transfer sorted and over the line ready for this game. As Ait-Nouri comes in here for City, as we're into the 90th minute now. We're only 16 likes away from 100. That would cheer me up if we get 100 likes. Any help towards that would be great. Do subscribe. But yeah, just been poor from City today, real poor. And they grab a goal. United had that one clear after that cross comes in. And here comes the United counter. Should be a free kick. Referee says play on. Is United in acres of space. Ake, is he there? Oh no, Ahmed skipped past him. There's a chance here for United. They've hit the post. Ahmed's hit. So United have hit the post. They've hit the crossbar. They've scored twice and forced 2 or 3 great saves from Donnarumma. United could have scored 6 or 7 today. That's how poor this has been from City. That's how poor it's been. Real poor. Here's Cherki coming forward. Can't have his shot, and referee says no penalty. Get on with it. City are very poor. And what I can see happening here is Arsenal runaway leaders. And it's the exact kind of... it's the exact kind of Premier League win, really, that Arsenal need to mentally get over their little thing of, we're not winning big trophies. You're going to win a Premier League. You don't want it to be close. You don't want it to be hard work and a big title challenge right through to the end of the season. You want to steamroll it. And Arsenal now have a chance, if they want it, to steamroll it. Bad day at the office. A bad day at the office. United have wanted this more than what City have. Luke Shaw's going to come off. I think Bruno Fernandes is coming off as well. Heaven and Mount are coming on. Here's Rodri. To Rico Lewis. It's another poor ball given away. And it's a 3-on-3. Here's Cunha. United could be in again. Squared across. Mount, 3-0. City are all over the place. And they're getting exactly what they deserve for it. Just picked off. Such an easy, simple goal. So poor from Manchester City. Hit the crossbar. 2 VAR checks with offside. Hit the post. Scored 3 goals. This is the worst performance that I've seen from Man City this season. And one of the worst performances I've seen from City under Pep. They look like they haven't prepared for this game. Is how this looks. It's a tight call here for offside. The second effort from Mason Mount's fine. It's the first one, but doesn't really make a difference between 2 or 3. Doesn't affect the result. It only affects goal difference. It's a spanking for City either way. Taught a lesson by United. It's not good enough. Absolutely not good enough. There was a VAR check on the goal. I said it looked tight. It looked onside, was my instinct. My first 2 that United had disallowed looked... My instinct was half a yard offside for them. This one looked half a yard onside for me. So we'll wait to see what the outcome is. As I said, it doesn't really make a difference between if it's 2 or if it's 3. Oh, VAR's disallowed it. There we go. Not 3. Not yet, because there's still 2 minutes left. The United fans will be insufferable. If you start getting wound up by them, just remind them that they're not winning anything this season again. I beat Man City trophy at home. That's what they can have. That can be their trophy. Send them that. Cross comes in from City. Can't find Semenyo. Rodri. Here's Cherki. Last chance to put something into the box. Blocked. Look at United. Look how much they want it. Look how much they want it. Corner here for City. Last opportunity of the game. Headed clear. And volleyed clear by United. Surely now. Surely now. Here's Nathan Ake. Gives the ball to Tijjani Reijnders. Should have remained in bed, Andy man. Yeah, ref, put us out of our misery. Blow the whistle. Oh, man. Referee, blow the whistle. It could be 3. Oh, man. Khusanov mops it up. I don't really have any positives to take. It's been one of the worst City performances I've seen under Pep. It's the worst performance this season, and there's been some bad performances this season. A disgusting performance from Manchester City. They need to give them their heads a wobble. There's a full-time whistle. 2-0 United. United deserved winners for the derby today. Made things happen. It was a one-sided contest. I think the only disappointment United will have will be that they didn't score more because they should have scored more. City were there for the taking. United really should have come away with scoring 5, 6, 7 goals if they wanted it. Real poor today from Manchester City. No time to dwell on it. We'll play again Tuesday night. Big Champions League game away against Bodo Glimt. We need to win that game, and we're in a good, strong position for finishing in the top 8 of the Champions League. And when it comes to the most major of the trophies available to City this season, a win on Tuesday evening, and Man City are in as good a position as they can be in for the Champions League. Job done it would be for that, and focus can turn towards that as well. And you got a match coming up against Wolves at home next week. And, we've got to find a way to win our first Premier League game of the year, 2026. Poor. As Purple says, come on, Forest. See if Forest can do us any favours. To be honest, as I said, it's fool me once. Arsenal dropped points against Liverpool. Lackadaisical that day. Surely not a case of fool me twice for them. They're not going to make that same mistake twice. And Arsenal aren't beating Nottingham Forest today then. To be honest, looking at the Premier League table, because City have lost today, it opens up a can of worms. Aston Villa have the chance to go 3 points clear of us as well, and Arsenal drop points. It opens Aston Villa up into the Premier League title race again. So, yeah, poor today from Manchester City. Defensively all over the place. Midfield gaps a joke. United wanted that more aggressive, looked fresher, looked better, looked sharper, looked more motivated. Just everything. New manager syndrome, bad day at the office, and I'm hoping that will be much improved on Tuesday night for the game against Bodo Glimt. So, I will be live for that game Tuesday night, 5:15 p.m. GMT. I'll be going live for that one. For the next live watch along for you guys to enjoy. So do stick around for that one on Tuesday night. That would be much appreciated. You could come and join me, and hopefully we'll be able to have a better live watch along than what we've had this afternoon. But a big shout out to all of you guys for tuning in and making it as enjoyable as a live stream as it can be when you've lost on Derby Day 2-0. So, yeah. Much appreciated, guys, for tuning in. Don't forget, leave a thumbs up. We'll aim for 100 likes on the stream. We're only 10 away, so any help towards that would be great. I know there's not much to enjoy in terms of the result, but leaving a thumbs up does help me, so that would be much appreciated. Yeah. Disappointing, isn't it? Social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my X, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Get your thoughts in the comments below. And yeah, I'll see you all again real soon for the next one. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope everyone is safe and well. I'll have my match reaction out in the next hour or so. And I'll see you again for that. And I'll see you tomorrow for the next transfer update. Anyone's got any rag mates, maybe turn your phone off. That's all I have to say. Peace. Ciao.